Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me too, and I hope that if you like my video, you will stick around and maybe watch some more. So today we are talking about my month in review, that being July. July is over. The summer's almost over. I can't handle it. I've done nothing. Okay, but anyway, well, I've done nothing but do some shopping and play with lots of makeup, and that's what we're here to talk about. So my month in review is the products, not necessarily new. Some of them are new from hauls that I've done. Some of them are not new products, but that I just got, so they're new to me. But I don't like to call it my favorites and fails because sometimes products don't necessarily fit into one of those categories. Sometimes they are just okay, and or that I just have some thoughts on them. So that's why I call it my month in review. That's me. That's mine. My mug of the day is a new one, which I just got, which I haven't put the video up yet. It is from a haul. It's just a bunch of little cat faces. Can you handle it? They're so cute. I love them. Goes that. I gotta have coffee. I'm going to try to keep this in some semblance of order, and I thought I'd start with maybe skincare products and other stuff like that. So I did recently just get these. These are the My Spa Life Radiant Under Eye Treatment, and they say they have diamond dust in them. They were $2.99 in TJ Maxx. I don't think they do. Honestly, I'm not liking these. These are the jelly type ones, and although they fit well underneath the eye, they don't stay. So I usually like to wear these while I may be doing my eye makeup or whatever, and they just slip and slide all over the place. And honestly, after the 15 or so minutes that I wear them, I find they did absolutely nothing. My eyes don't feel particularly moisturized. I didn't see a reduceness? I didn't see any reduction in puffiness, which is the main thing that I want to see out of my under eye treatments. One set of under eye patches that I continually love, and I don't know why I keep buying others, but you know, you want to keep trying products and see how they work and see if there's anything better. But these are from Earth Organics. I get them at Ulta. They are always on sale at one point or another. I believe they're $9. I recently got to 2 packs because they were buy one get one 50% off. These are the Collagen Hydrogel Under Eye Patch. Again, I don't believe that any collagen is actually seeping into your skin, but these are the cloth ones that actually adhere to your eye, and what they do you know what I mean. They do absolutely reduce the puffiness. The problem with these, I believe you have to leave them on for 30 minutes, and that's a little long. I prefer the ones that you could only wear for 15 minutes, but again, I find that these just work phenomenally, and they're great in the morning, and they leave my eyes nice, refreshed, moisturized just enough. I still have to put on eye cream, but I find that they work fabulous, and they're only $9, so, you know, there you go. And I will, by the way, keep checking for lipstick on my teeth. I did a whole video yesterday that hasn't gone up yet that I did with lipstick on my teeth, and honestly, I didn't feel like refilming it. So you're just going to get a video and have me with lipstick on my teeth the whole time. Hope you can tolerate it. Another set of under eye patches. Yes, I do love these things. I'm obsessed. But these were super disappointing. These were from my last, I believe it was Ulta haul that I did that is up already. And these are the Cocostar Princess Eye Patch in Silver. Now I'm going to explain to you, not only do they not really do anything for me, but I'm going to show you why I don't like them. Aesthetically, they're beautiful. They have this water droplet type top, so their packaging is gorgeous. I do like that they give you a little spatula that comes, you can't even see it, I'm going to hold it up, that snaps into the cover so that you can lift out the product. Here's the problem. They're very pretty. You get a lot of patches in here, and I'm going to pick one up. Let's see if you can see this. Do you see the shape of it? It's almost like an apostrophe. I think it is a giant apostrophe. But do you see how little the curve is? Now the picture that I saw of the girl wearing them, they fit beautifully. You try to put these underneath your eye, I don't even know which way they go, because no matter what way, whether I reverse them or not, try to put them on, they do not fit properly underneath my eye. They don't stay in place, so you have to lay down for the 20 to 30 minutes, which I don't have time for that. Were not cheap. I am so highly disappointed that I spent my money on them. I will save your money on those, get the $9 patches. I'm still going to be trying out others because, again, this is a review channel, so I try out lots of new products for you guys so you know what to spend your money on and what not to spend your money on. So, as far as facial mists go, I don't have the other one with me in front of me. Itchy. Because the other one's in my purse, because I carry them all the time. These are from the Body Shop. They are their new face mists. This one is the Rose Dewy Glow. Yes, it does have a scent of rose, so if you don't like rose, you will not like it. To me, it is not a makeup setting spray. It is not necessarily a priming spray. I think it's just one of those sprays that I spray them on before I put on my makeup, before I put on my moisturizer. I spray them on throughout the day. I spray them on all the time, and I'm going to spray it on now. It is not, yes, it does have a really strong rose smell, which I enjoy. The sprayer is a little harsh, so it kind of like you have to spray it all over the place to really get it to go on evenly. But I like it, and it's great. I want to be dewy, not sweaty, but dewy. But these little guys are $10. I did get them on sale on Ulta, which is why I bought them. I don't know if I would pay the full $10 because there are other ones that I do like. For example, the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Spray. That's like $6 or $7. I adore that one. I just have to mention one perfume that I am absolutely in love with. Oh my goodness. I love getting perfume samples because I love trying different perfumes. And I recently got 2 in the Ulta 50% off clearance sale haul, which I am going to hopefully post today before this one. I have so many videos waiting in my computer to post. I mean, that's great, but it's hard to know which ones to go up first. But this is Tocca Emelia. This stuff, I don't even know how to describe it. I wish I was good at notes, but it just has this scent that is, to me, intoxicating. Let me see if I can look up what the actual notes are for you. Thank you, Kara. My friend Kara bought it for me because I mentioned that I love it. She's such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness. So this is the description. Opens with aquatic clementine, fruit loquat. I don't know what that is. Buku leaves, fig leaves, and magnolia tree leaves. Has amaryllis flowers, cadota figs, Florentine iris. The base provides exotic notes of coconut water, which is, I think, what I'm smelling like predominantly, but it's not an overwhelming coconut smell, if you know what I mean. I think it's just a beautiful, right now, summer fragrance on my... One more interesting face product. It's not really a face product, it's an everything product, but I got sucked into trying this Derma Roller, like the Nurse Jamie one that Tarte uses and touts on her channel. This one was only $20 in TJ Maxx. I don't know if it's actually doing anything, but I like it. It's this aesthetically, it's really pretty. It's got this pink metallic, and the handle twists and this rolls. And you basically just roll it on your face as a massaging tool. I roll it up, I roll it on my neck, I roll it above my eyes, on my temples. I said I've only been using it for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. These are little gemstones, and supposedly they have some type of property to them. But it's really nice for just a massager. I mean, anywhere, they say you can use it anywhere in your body. Anywhere like you just have tension and you want to feel relaxed. Cat here. I really like it. It's just relaxing before, like in the morning I'll use it, and at night I'll use it, and it's just relaxing and it feels good, and it's cool to the touch, which is nice. Do I know, as I said, do I know if it's doing anything like lifting or firming or anything that they say it's supposed to do? Nope, but I really like using it. So, if you can find one that's inexpensive, try it. Feels good nonetheless. Now I have quite a few palette situations going on here. And again, some of these I've had in my collection, but lately I'm trying to kind of shop my stash and pull out some products that I haven't touched in a while and give them some love and really see whether I'm still liking them, whether I'm not, what the verdict is. And some of them, cat hair, are new. First one which I am so mad, by the way, in my multi-haul video that I loved, my footage disappeared. I tried recovery software and everything because it was such a good video. I was quite proud of it. I lost half of it. It disappeared. It went away. I don't know what happened. I'm so angry and disappointed. I literally, because you know, I'm hormonal, I literally burst into tears over losing that footage. Silly, I know, but you know when you work so hard on something and you're so happy with it and proud of it and then it's gone? And I sat there and burst into tears, and then I stopped and said, oh my God, Leanne, you must be really hormonal. Yes, I am. So that is the reason for that. But you only got a clip of this in the video, so that's why I'm glad I am talking about it. But this is the Mac and Jeremy Scott collection. I did get this from Nordstrom's, and it was, I believe, 40 or 50% off, and I'm really glad that I waited because this collection was super expensive. They still have the palette on sale. It was originally $75. It's now on sale for $45 or 40 something, which I'm still not going to get it because it didn't excite me that much. But I did want to try this. This was fairly reasonable. This is the blush, highlight, and contour. Now, the colors are kind of not there. The highlight shows up a little bit. You have to work the bronzer in, which I don't mind because it's one of those bronzers that you can just buff all over your face just to give you that light amount, but I was expecting more. They do feel kind of dry. The blush, again, you have to build it up. It's a very pretty color, but I said if you're expecting that intense pigment, you're not going to get it. So if you're looking for something light, the highlight is super light, and again, you have to wet your brush to build it up. But if you're expecting something major intense for the original price that this was, you're not going to get it. My other pet peeve is the bars are very slim. I use very big brushes, and I find that I'm contaminating and or mixing things when I don't want to, so I have to use a very small brush, which I don't necessarily like to do. So if those things that I mentioned are not big to you, then it's worth paying the on sale price for this. The packaging is spectacular and adorable, but if the product is not super phenomenal and not worth the money, then I say no. I got MAC blush. MAC blushes were one of my favorite things that I first ever bought as far as high-end makeup goes. This one is in the color Prism. It's a very neutral shade. Again, it's very dry, which I don't understand. It's up here. It's very light, it's very neutral. You don't have to be precise. You're not going to look like a clown. So again, it's for those days when I just want to go neutral, simple, and pretty. I do like it. I'm definitely going to use it. I did also get this on sale. Again, I'm glad I got it on sale because it's not like oh my goodness, I'm in love with it. But it's a pretty blush. It's a neutral blush. It's a natural blush. Not overly pigmented. And I do like it and will use it. But I'm glad I got it on sale. The other thing I got from Nordstrom's, which you didn't get to see, was I bought the MAC and Patrick Starr eyeshadow collection. This was again on sale. I think this was, I must have gotten it for $15 or $16, which for that price it is worth it. I wish I'd gotten the other color though, because I really enjoy the eyeshadows. They are very nice. They are pigmented. This one right here, can't even see it in here, but okay. But I do already have these colors in my collection. What I do like about it is very simple. Again, when you don't want to think about the colors that you're going to use on your eyes for that day, this is it. It's super neutral. It's everyday wearable. It is cute packaging. It does have that little magnetic closure. It is really tiny. The other one was more colorful, and I'm so into color these days I wish I had gotten it. But I don't regret buying this on sale. I do enjoy the formula. As for an everyday, quick, easy, I don't have to think about my look. This is definitely one for those. And another blush, which we just got in our Sephora play. This is the color The color's party, and I obviously wanted to have a party. Wow. So this is the Tarte blush. The whole controversy was that this was actually a birthday gift last year, and they must have had them left over, so they threw them in our Sephora Play bags or boxes, and some people were angry at that. It didn't bother me because I didn't get the birthday gift last year, so I'm happy to have it. This is the Amazonian Clay blush. I believe it was exclusive to Sephora for that collection. I believe you still can buy it. And this I absolutely love. It's a beautiful color. I have so many swatches on my hand. The Amazonian Clay blushes from Tarte are soft and beautiful and wearable. It looks very light on my skin tone, but I have some of the blushes that we've gotten that are so pigmented and intense, you have to be so careful and precise how you put them on your face. And I'm really enjoying blushes like this where I just go doo-doo-doo, and I'm done. Because maybe I want to spend more time on my eye makeup, or I want to spend more time on whatever, but whatever the case, I enjoy this. I believe it's still available, so maybe go out and get it. Yay. Since we're discussing palettes, I have some palettes that I don't have any. I have one disappointment palette, and I have 5 loving palettes. And the first one that I have to talk about is this Crown palette that we got in our BoxyCharm. I cannot tell you the love I have for this palette. I've been reaching for this every day. I have a ton of palettes. I probably have at least 50 in my collection. Big, small, drugstore, high-end, everything. And I love this palette. Again, there was mixed reviews on it, but I can only go by my experience and what I think about it. It's just a beautiful warm tone palette. Yes, I do have these colors in my collection, but this is so wearable that you really, again, don't have to think much about what you're going to do. All of the colors are wearable. In my opinion, I've worn all of the colors. I have tried this out thoroughly, and to me, all of them perform equally well. The packaging is cheap, I will not lie, but if the product is spectacular for a $29 palette, which is what this is, then I don't mind tremendously. Of course, mine is dirty. As you can see, I have been reaching for it a ton. Now, I don't have anything else from her, but when these went on sale for $34 instead of the $48, I had to bite the bullet and get them, and they are the Natasha Denona holiday palettes. I believe they still have several colors on sale. If you Google it, you can definitely find them. If I find it, I will link it below. These, I will never pay $129 up to the $279 for a Natasha Denona palette. Won't do it, can't do it, but $34 I will do. And these are spectacular. I had heard that these were not up to the quality of her high palettes, and I believe I've talked about these before, but again, this month I have been playing with these a lot because I did add to it. This is the 01 Joya collection. I happen to be wearing it on my eyes today. Oh my god. Did you see that?
And these are spectacular.
Okay. I just picked this up from the floor. Do you see that? I'm speechless. We're gonna close her up and we're gonna put her down. I can't even speak because wow. The other palette I just got was broken too, came shattered, and now this happened to this one. I'm gonna try my best to fix that. What I was going to say was, wow, I have this all over the place now. I just had to get a makeup wipe. I was going to say, I like the packaging because even though it's simplistic packaging, it does have the little magnetic closure, etc. I can't even. This is the other one. I'm afraid to turn this one because this is the one that came broken. Oh my goodness. This is another beautiful set of colors. I don't want to turn it over because it's going to get ruined. This was the Aeris palette. I'm so upset. $34 isn't extraordinarily expensive, but it's sure as heck not cheap either. And wow, yeah. I was gonna hype them up, but I can't. Not when the product falls apart. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? How about we talk about 3 inexpensive e.l.f. palettes that don't fall apart when you turn them over, and you don't pay $34 for them. I paid $10 each for these, and you can get them on sale. They're always on sale now, because I got them when they first came out, which is several months ago. But I hadn't played with them in a while, because I was getting a whole bunch. And these are the Mad for Mattes palette. I have 2 that I'm in love with, and one that's meh, kind of meh. And this is the one that's kind of meh. We'll talk about that one first. This one doesn't even have a name. It's just the original Mad for Matte palette. To me, the colors are okay, but I find that they get a little bit muddy on my eye. I think it's because of the cool tones. I mean, you do have a couple of slightly warm tones in here, but this is mostly over here cool tone. And maybe it's also because it's in the warmer months, but I'm just not enjoying this palette. I do tend to reach for these when I want some matte highlighting shades above my brow bone, and I will use these for transitions. I'm just not enjoying this end of the palette as much. So it comes with a nice mirror for $10 or $4, which I think you can get it on sale for lots of times. It does click close. So that's my thought on that. My favorite of the 3 palettes is the Holy Smokes palette. This one I absolutely adore. You can see it has some of the repeat colors, but the color story in this meshes better together, I think, than the other one. This blue and this green and this kind of orangey color, I wear them all the time. I love the way they look on my eyes. I get a lot of compliments when I use this palette. They blend beautifully. This is for an inexpensive e.l.f. palette. This happens to be one of my absolute favorites. It has everything you need in here. It has, now granted, they're all matte, so if you want shimmer, you have to pull from something else. But you have this for your brow bone. You can deepen it up with this darker black color. You can see that it is quite pigmented, and for the price, it's phenomenal. It is my favorite of the 3 Mad for Matte palettes. This one is the Summer Breeze palette, which I do enjoy. This one actually reminds me of a Wet n Wild palette that I also have that I have been absolutely loving. The quality of it is spectacular. I think I put it in my last month's review, which is why I didn't pull out again. But I really enjoy this palette, the purple and the orange and the pinks. Again, they always give you all of the colors that you need. These are obviously repeating shades throughout the palettes. But it's a cohesive palette that I do enjoy, especially for the price. So if you can find them and you like them and you like the color stories, go get them. Pardon my voice, I'm going to have some coffee. I think I'm so shocked over my Natasha Denona palette that I haven't recovered mentally from it. Now let's talk about some products that go along with those. Eye products. Okay. Let's first talk about this Stila Eyeliner. This is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. When I first got this, I loved it. It has a very fine tip on it. This is the mini, obviously. But now, I have a very hard time doing my wings because I have hooded eyes, so it's a multi-stepped, difficult process of dotting and dotting and drawing lines and filling in, and so I need precision. Now with a light hand, when I first used it, it was fabulous. I'm going to push hard. When I push hard, you can see. When you're doing your wings, you can't push hard. That's the problem. So even, now I'm going to show you how, normally with my liquid eyeliner, I dot. Do you see anything? Do you see a dot? No. This worked for about 2 days. And then the tip dried out. And all I can use it for is if I want to line the top, I have to hold it sideways because the tip is dried out, and then draw that line, because it does stay. It is waterproof. It dries quickly, and as you can see, it doesn't go anywhere, which is fabulousness. Now, of course, I just smeared the black eyeshadow on it, but it dried out in 2 days. So the only thing I can use it for now is sideways, to just give that line across the middle of my eye, and then I have to use something else. So 2 days shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be drying out. It should last more than that. So I'm afraid to buy the full one, because if that's the case, it would be a waste of money. So as much as I like that it's waterproof and it stays, no. I have a couple that are not horrifying, but they're not the best. This is the Cella Eyebrow, the weird one that we got, I believe, in our BoxyCharm. I believe, yeah. This is the one where the pomade is in here, deep down, and then the brush, which is thickened. Do you see how it's bent already? Okay, it is not a precise brush at all. You have to dip this in here and then you apply it. I'm wearing it today because I want to use these up so I can put them in my empties and say goodbye to them. Why is this not? Oh, see, yeah, it's even confusing with the cover. Forget which end is what. You can't draw a precise line underneath to fill it in. There's no precision in the front, and it looks chunky in the front when you're trying to draw hairs, which this will definitely not to do, and it doesn't give you a great precise wing. This is kind of a no-go, but I will finish it up. This eyeko that we got, I was on the fence about it. I don't remember what box we got it in, shockingly. This is a very odd eyebrow. You can see I've only had it for a couple of weeks. And I'm literally, do you see anything? Now I'm going to push. I had to push on it, and it's very wet. Very, very, very wet. And look at the streakiness of it. Do you see that? So the color is good, and it's cool toned. There is no precision with this. It feels very wet on the eyebrows for quite some time. And although I like the color match, again, I find myself only being able to use this in the center of my brow. Can't use it anyplace else because it looks wet, and it looks like you just kind of took, like, you know those Crayola washable markers for kids? That's what this reminds me of. So this is not cheap, and eyeko is not cheap. They should be, but they're not. And so this one's a no-go. Mascaras. And I think I have 2 more products after this. The Lash Paradise mascara was okay in the beginning, and it wasn't like everyone was raving, and it wasn't like I went, oh my goodness, my lashes are amazing. So it was okay, but then after like 3 weeks to a month, it started to get clumpy when there was still quite a bit of product, because it wasn't that it was dry, it was just clumpy, and I found myself having to go in and try to fix it. But this, which is new, the Lash Paradise, it is called the Voluminous Lash Paradise Base. This is a pink primer. Oh my goodness. I don't usually rave about eyelash products. This underneath your mascara, which I'm wearing it today, gives any mascara that are using, it makes your lashes look full and thick and not clumpy. I don't put your mascara on immediately after this. Wait a couple of seconds and then put it on. But I can't rave enough about this, and it's $9.99. I've also been raving about the Neutrogena Hydraboost Waterproof Mascara. I absolutely love this stuff. I wore it in a video the other day where I did a try on, and it has the typical Christmas tree applicator, bristle applicator, non-plastic, for $8.99. This stuff is phenomenal. For one who doesn't wear false lashes because they are such a pain in the tuchus to have. I can't imagine putting those on my eyes on a daily basis. It takes me forever. This made my eyes not clumpy, it made them thick, it made them long, and it made them beautiful, and I happened to like it. This Tarteist mascara happens to be also one of my favorites, and it's almost empty and I'm sad, but I do have a backup, so I'm so happy. But this is the plastic bristle brush. It's thick. It has a slight little dip in the center of it. I don't know if you can see that, but I like the plastic bristle brushes. They just feel good when I'm at the base of my eyebrows, and like they really get in there. They don't just like sit on top of your lashes. They actually get in there and they're separating while they're applying your mascara. I really do like this stuff. For me, it doesn't flake. None of those, oh my goodness. None of those mascaras are flaky, which I hate when throughout the day you find the little black speckles and then you go to wipe it off and then you smear and yeah, whatever. This one does not do that, and I really like it. I know it is pricey, but you know, usually on Sephora you can get like the minis with like sample and stuff like that, so if you want to try it, definitely try that. And then the last one was the Better Than Sex Mascara that I got as a sample from Too Faced. This one's okay. It's a fat bristled brush, not plastic, and it kind of again has that hourglass look to it. I really dislike the name. Why do you have to name a mascara Better Than Sex? That's just me. I don't like the names that they give to products. That's my personal opinion. You can have yours, but I just dislike the names. I think it's unnecessary, especially when you're talking about gearing things towards younger generation and teenagers. You don't need to name things orgasm, and I even hate saying that, and Better Than Sex, and again, that's just me. That's a whole other topic, but this is an okay mascara. It's not phenomenal. It's not, oh my goodness, that it's amazing like I really feel about that. It is a pricey mascara. I will definitely use it. I'm enjoying it. I'm just not going to say it is the best mascara on the planet. But, you know, that's just me. The last two things that we're going to talk about is I had mentioned that I run out of setting powder. And although I still love my Tarte Velvetizer powder, and I probably am going to repurchase it, there's others that I need to review and test for the channel. So I'll be doing that. And the one that I did test is the Marc Jacobs, the Finish Line from the coconut, you know, thing. This is nice. I can tell you that I love the packaging. The packaging is the best part to me because it has this little stopper in here, and in here is a mesh. It is a soft mesh, not the plastic sifter, but a soft mesh, so that you don't actually have to take the product out. I dip my powder brush in here and just touching the mesh, and it gets the product on and it applies. I do like the way it goes on. I do like the appearance of the way my skin looks. It's not drying or anything like that. It was pricey. I think it was about $40. And this one that I bought, this was in my haul. This is the Japanese finishing powder. I finished up my Hourglass finishing powder, the Ambient Glow. That I adored. It just gave my face just this like kind of glow, not sparkly, not glittery, but glittery, just glowy look to it. This one doesn't do that for me. It kind of feels a little soft, but it's just a white powder, and it doesn't give my skin. If I'm going to use an extra finishing powder, I want it to give my skin that extra little oomph. And although I will use this up, I'm not loving it. It's not my favorite. It wasn't super cheap. It was about $18 or $19. And it was just meh. It was just okay. I have so many more products that I really want to talk about. But again, I try to keep these videos as short as possible because I do try out a lot of products every month, and I do go back into my stash and I do pull out products that I haven't touched in quite some time, so I'm trying to use them up and give more love to them. But aside from the disaster that is that Natasha Denona that I'm so angry about because I also can't return it because I bought it some time ago but hadn't played with it, I'm so upset about that, and there's nothing I can do except cry. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. It means the absolute world to me. If you are new here and you would like to subscribe and hit the notification bell, it would mean everything to me. But other than that, guys, I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. Much love to you as always, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.